How is it possible that at just 17 years old, Endrick is already one of the most talked about footballers in the world? While legends like Neymar, Messi, and Ronaldo were still making a name for themselves at that age, Endrick is breaking records in Brazil and drawing attention from Europe's elite. This is the story of the boy who grew up in the streets of Taguatinga, Brazil, and is now set to shine at Real Madrid. Endrick Felipe Moreira de Souza didn't have a normal childhood. Born in Taguatinga, a tough neighborhood in Brazil, life was a daily struggle. His family worked long hours just to make ends meet. His father cleaned floors. His mother cooked for local businesses. But while other kids played for fun, Endrick had a ball glued to his feet from dawn until dusk. He didn't train in fancy academies at first. He trained in the dusty streets, improvised pitches, and cramped neighborhood courts. It was in these conditions that his skill, balance, and football intelligence began to develop. By the age of 7, Endrick's talent was impossible to ignore. Videos of him scoring dozens of goals in street tournaments went viral locally. He had something rare, a combination of speed, composure, and finishing instinct far beyond his years. Local coaches took notice and invited him to Palmeiras' youth academy. Even at 7 years old, Endrick was outshining players much older than him, and scouts from across Brazil began to watch his every move. Palmeiras became the first platform where he could refine his natural abilities. He quickly climbed through the age groups, consistently dominating older players. While many Wonderkids falter under pressure, Endrick remained calm, focused, and seemingly untouchable on the pitch. At 15, he became a household name in Brazil. During the 2023 Copinha, Endrick scored 7 goals in 7 games, leading Palmeiras to the championship. The media labeled him as the new Pelé and Brazil's next superstar. But Endrick himself stayed quiet. He didn't chase fame. He chased perfection on the field. By 16, he had already made his senior debut for Palmeiras. In that first match, he came off the bench and showed a calmness unusual for someone so young. He scored and assisted in key moments, earning praise from teammates, coaches, and fans alike. Even opposition players were amazed, calling him a nightmare to defend against. It didn't take long for Europe to take notice. Top clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, and PSG began sending scouts to Brazil. Every match Endrick played was analyzed. His positioning, movement, finishing, and decision-making all flagged as exceptional. But Real Madrid acted fastest. Florentino Perez and his team identified Endrick as a generational talent and moved quickly to secure a deal. By late 2024, Endrick signed a €60 million contract with Real Madrid, a record for a player of his age. The world reacted. Some called it insane, others called it visionary. But those who had watched him in Brazil knew one thing: he was worth every cent. Success came with intense pressure. The media scrutinized every touch, every pass, and every goal. Social media buzzed with comparisons to Neymar, Pelé, and Ronaldo. Some critics questioned if a teenager could handle the expectations of one of the world's biggest clubs. But Endrick had already faced adversity. Growing up in Taguatinga taught him resilience. Living with limited resources, playing on uneven pitches, and training under difficult conditions had forged a mental toughness rare for someone so young. In one senior game for Palmeiras, he scored twice in a comeback victory, silencing critics and proving that pressure didn't faze him. He celebrated modestly, pointing to the sky, a nod to his family, who had sacrificed so much for his talent to flourish. Endrick's rise wasn't confined to club football. By 17, he was representing Brazil on the international stage. In a recent match against England, he became the youngest Brazilian to score at Wembley, a feat that stunned football fans worldwide. Commentators and analysts were unanimous. Endrick was more than just a prospect. He was a future star. Jude Bellingham, one of Europe's brightest young talents, commented after the match, "He's special." Real Madrid is getting a killer. This endorsement only fueled the hype. Endrick's combination of speed, vision, and finishing ability made him a player to watch not just in Brazil, but globally. Endrick isn't just a goal scorer. He's a complete forward. Speed. He can outrun most defenders. Finishing. Calm and precise, even in tight spaces. Dribbling. a natural flair that allows him to navigate chaotic defenses. Football IQ, always in the right position, anticipating plays before they unfold. Despite his youth, he can play multiple attacking roles: winger, center forward, or even a second striker. Coaches praise his adaptability, noting that he reads the game like a seasoned professional. Endrick is preparing to join Real Madrid officially in 2025. Fans and analysts already compare him to Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, and even past legends like Ronaldo and Pelé. He'll face challenges: fierce competition, European football pressure, and adapting to a new culture. But based on his journey so far, it's clear he has what it takes to shine. Madrid fans are excited. The club envisions a future where Endrick becomes a cornerstone, leading the team to La Liga and Champions League glory. Every game, every goal, every assist will be watched by millions. A boy who started in the streets of Taguatinga now has the world watching. Endrick's story is not about hype or labels. It's about talent, focus, and opportunity meeting preparation. From street pitches in Brazil to the biggest stadiums in Europe, he has shown that skill and determination can create legends. This is just the beginning. The next few years will tell the world exactly what Endrick is capable of. And for anyone watching, it's a chance to witness history in the making. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out my stories on Lamine Yamal and Arda Güler, the next generation shaping football's future. Subscribe now and follow the rise of Endrick before the world catches up.